video time with Jodi.
Hey guys, I don't know how many of you have a book like this, and yours might look different because there's all sorts of different kinds, but this is my Bible. I've had lots of different Bibles throughout the years. When I was in grade 1, I got one with a bunch of pictures and cartoons in it, telling me all the stories. This is my current Bible that I use right now. But what we're doing this month is we're talking about some stories from the Bible, and we're talking about those stories being right at the beginning. So it's a really big book, but if you go to the very start, there's all these stories about God and how God created all different things. So if you were here last week, we talked about the very start of the Bible and how God created things like day and night, and even like the moon that we see, and the sun in the sky, and the animals and the plants and different things. And this week, we're going to talk about what the rest of the Bible is based on and the thing that God created, and that's humans. So like, I'm a human and you're a human, and the Bible tells us all sorts of stories about humans. And the first story that we've got about humans are about the very first guys ever on the earth, and their names are Adam and Eve.
So God had made all this cool stuff, but he was like, I think I need to make something even cooler. And that's when he made Adam. He took a bit of dust from the ground and made a guy, made a human. And he put him in this beautiful garden, and that garden's name was Eden. And in Eden, there was all these beautiful plants, these big trees that had this awesome fruit on them. And God was like, you know what, Adam, I want you to take care of the plants. I want you to take care of all the things in the garden. And not just the plants, but I want you to take care of the animals too. And at this point in time, the animals didn't even have names. So Adam was in charge of doing that. He'd have an animal come up and he'd be like, you look like a giraffe. Or another animal come up and be like, you look like a tiger. I don't know why Adam named some of the animals the way he did. Like hippopotamus, that's a weird name. But anyway, Adam was in charge of naming all of the animals and taking care of the animals. And then Adam was like looking at the animals and he was like, hey, they have friends and they have things that are like themselves, and I've got nothing like me. I would actually really like a friend or a family. I'd like another human like me. And God actually thought that was a good idea. He's like, you know what? It's not good for him to be lonely. I should get him another friend. So what he did is he got Adam to fall asleep, a really deep sleep, and then he took one of his ribs out of him, which is like super weird, but whatever. He took a rib out, and out of that rib, he made a friend for Adam, and her name was Eve. So Adam and Eve became a family, and they took care of the garden together, and together they were humans that took care of all the stuff that God had made.
Guys, a really cool part about the story of Adam and Eve is it says that God created them in his image. He said when he made the people and when he made the humans, there was something really special about them. More special than plants, more special than animals. For some reason, humans, so like me and you, the fact that we are people, that makes us really special. Right? I'm different than you and you're different than me, and we're all created individually, but just because we are humans, that means there's something extra special about us. That means we should figure out who we are and who we were created to be and be that. Because just because we're people, that means we're going to be awesome, and we have the opportunity to make the world a better place. So we should really figure out who we are as humans and why we're special, and then do that and do more of that. I'll see you guys next week.